in our Dodge Ram. All right, so we are about to embrace some of the best, worst Quebec roads. Yeah, they're pretty bad up here. They have patched it a lot, but that's all they do is like really piss poor patching. And the patches have patches on patches that were patched. Like, I don't know if my camera's picking it up or not, but it's just like, it's so rough. Very dangerous stretch of road. Very twisty, very windy, and very, very, very divvity and pothole and stuff like that. Although I've showed it on the camera before, when we get to Campbell's Bay, I want to show you the $1 million view there. Yeah. Holy. You're killing my car. Like, again, how could there be rust on, like, Quebec has the rustiest vehicles in the world. How? Like, all that rust should have shaken off by now. Like, you know, if it's enough to bounce your vehicle off the road, it should be enough to take the rust off. You know what I mean? Seriously. Seriously. Why has he got his headlights on? Hope that doesn't mean rain up ahead, because I'm in my shorts today. Means I'll get my legs wet. That's an old Ford. I'd like to have a dumper box like that, but I think it'd be such a pain in the ass backing up with mirrors all the time. I mean, you get used to it, but it's like, I like having that center mirror the center mirror. Oh, can't even speak here. Like, this is gonna knock my dentures out. I don't even have dentures. Yeah. The wintertime, like, with the ice, it's so sketch. No, sap or something on my windshield. No moose? No moose. Always expect to see a moose in there. Mind you, if there was a moose in there, somebody would probably stop and shoot it. Yeah. Don't know how you get them, but yeah. I'm sure they'd find a way. See, they paved here. Like, this is perfect. This is great. This is easy on my tires, easy on my transmission, easy on my whatevers. You know, my suspensions and stuff. Easy on me. Easy on people's dentures. Do more of this. But they'll like pave a little stretch like this, and then, okay, we'll come back in 20 years and do the rest. You know, like, literally. What's this coming at us? Oh, Camaro. An LT1 would be cool to have, you know. Someday I do plan on having some sort of, like, maybe not supercar, but muscle car, Challenger, Mustang, Corvette, older Corvette, or you know, a Camaro. You'd say, yeah, but there's better cars out there with better performance. Yeah, but you got to think of the parts, guys. I will not buy a foreign car because of that, because parts are just absolutely, like, technically you could call a Dodge a foreign car. You know, I'm in Canada, and, you know, Dodge is, you know, in the States, but we actually do build these things here, you know what I mean? So parts, the problem is the parts division is outsourced to China. That's where our problem is, but we still do have domestic parts for these things, right? And I always take that in consideration for daily drivers. Now, if you're talking a car that, okay, it's going to be a supercar that you just drive once in a while for fun, and it could spend 5 months broken, and you only drive it for 3 or 4 days before you break it again, but you have a lot of fun, okay, yeah, buy anything, buy a Porsche, buy whatever. I'd like to have one of them too, you know. I'd buy an old JS12 XJ12 Jag, just because they look cool. You know, you get maybe 100 miles or 100 kilometers a year on them before they break, but cool car, man. You know, it'll be the nicest looking towed car with that long bonnet hood. We call it a hood. Brits call it a bonnet. Yeah, but, you know, get the domestic stuff tried and true. You're, you know, probably going to be okay, right? Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go up the big hill here. We're getting close. We're getting close, so I'm hoping I have at least a quarter of a tank when I get home. This is an awesome motorcycle corner, just so you know. But I'm hoping to have at least a quarter tank of gas when I get home, so I can make a little bit more money off of that 80 bucks that I spent on gas. I did pretty good. I did at least 3 or 4 times return on, as I was talking the other day. But it's this kind of running around that sucks up your profits until you get way ahead, you know. But I mean, you know, you got to renew things, you got to pay for things, you got to do this, you got to do that. Things are what they are, right? And then, yeah. So maybe if I do start that little job at today, I might make some money today. But it is a Friday, and maybe I'll take the day off. I don't know. But then again, it's cooler, and I don't mind working into the evening if it's cooler, and make money today than if it's really hot tomorrow, which it may or may not rain tomorrow. But if it's cooler today, I'll make money today, even if it's late in the afternoon. I don't care about that. I'm a guy, I'd rather start work later and sleep in really good, rest my body really good, and then work later. I'm not one of these early bird gets the worm types, just because I've done enough of that to know my body doesn't appreciate it. You know, like, it just doesn't appreciate 5 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't like 6 o'clock. It doesn't even like 7 o'clock in the morning, which I naturally kind of just opened my eyes for the first time around 5:36, but I don't actually try to wake up until about 7:30, and I don't normally get out of, like, I'll get up, say 7:30, go to the bathroom, then I'll go rest for another half an hour, then get out of the bed at 8 o'clock, be out the door for 8:30, start somewhere for 9. You know, like, that's not too bad, right? But when I cut grass, it's normally 10 o'clock, so just fast forward everything an hour, right? But I feel really good at the end of the day. I'm not like already lagged from, you know, just, you know, like getting up too early, right? Because when you go to bed, even if you go to bed early, your biological clock still doesn't want to shut down early. You know what I mean? I find some people, yeah, they fall asleep, you know, 7:30 and 8 o'clock at night, they fall asleep. For me, I like, you know, I don't want to just do that, you know. Lac Lawless down there. Leslie Lake, we've passed the turn. That's a nice place to go for camping and stuff. Like, if you don't have like a cottage or something, Leslie Lake I highly recommend. It's a real nice place to go. This is Lawless Lake. I always wondered how it got its name. Probably during Prohibition. The township of Otter Lake, or municipality of Otter Lake, or whatever. Some pretty wild history there. Like, Wild West was the Wild West, you know what I mean? Yeah, pretty cool stuff. This guy usually has cool stuff in his yard. Better stay on the road, though. Yeah. I'll show you when we get to the $1 Million View Camel's Bay.